Malaysia's slopes are breathtakingly scenic. But wherever there are slopes, there are chances of failure. The consequences can be deadly, or they can be financially high. Landslides are real. They happen everywhere and can be an unexpected occurrence. Much more, an unwanted experience. The development on hill slopes and the construction of highways in hilly terrain areas has increased the number of slopes. With the increase in the number of slopes, the probability of landslide occurrences also rises. Some landslides have occurred in residential areas, resulting in high loss of lives, while some have occurred along highways. One such landslide changed it all. In 2003, a rockfall in Bukit Lanjan on the New Klang Valley Expressway closed down the major artery for 6 months. Although there were no fatalities, the disruption to the transportation network affected both the public and businesses. The Slope Engineering Branch of the Public Works Department, JKR Malaysia, was established for that very reason, to manage, control and monitor all slopes in all hillside areas in the whole country.
The Slope Engineering Branch of JKR Public Works Department Malaysia was formed in 2004 to manage all the slopes for Malaysia. Our work is more of a disaster and mitigation measures for slopes and landslides. Our vision is to be an internationally recognized center of excellence in slope engineering, especially for tropical climate region. We should be the specialists in slope engineering, which includes the design for slope for constructions, the maintenance of all slopes for the whole country, and to lead in R&D for slopes and landslides. We will have the slope information system for the whole Malaysia, and this will include the number of slopes and also the risk factors. Our work will include more of a design, maintenance, public awareness, as well as information system.
Vision: to be an internationally recognized center of excellence in slope engineering. Mission: to ensure safer slopes for the country by applying state-of-the-art in slope management and engineering. Landslides are a form of mass movement. They are large volumes of material moving downslope and generally occur during periods of intense and prolonged rainfall. Our aim is to make sure our slopes are safe by studying the phenomenon of landslides, looking at their nature, understanding reasons for failure, and the risks that are associated with them. Also the ways that these damages and casualties can be minimized. In 2004, the government gave the Public Works Department the mandate to establish the Slope Engineering Branch, as there were concerns with issues of slope stability as well as the safety and welfare of the public. The Slope Engineering Branch's immediate goals are: to reduce risks and fatalities from landslides. To increase the safety of engineered slopes, factors such as suction, drainage, groundwater table, slope geometry, engineering properties, geology and rainfall should be taken into consideration while reviewing the characteristics commonly associated with landslides. There are several methods to slope repair and maintenance, such as using rock fill and wall retainers, barriers and other types. Talks, exhibitions, printing of posters, handing out of flyers, and other means of dispersing information will be executed to educate the public. Our objectives are to ensure safety and prevent occurrences of landslides from happening. To carry out the objectives, the Slope Engineering Branch works as a section under the Public Works Department and is made up of 6 active units comprising slope safety, slope management, IT and standards, research and development, forensic investigation, and quality and training. Under these units, various programs are introduced, such as slope inspection, monitoring and repair works. To reduce occurrences, the Slope Engineering Branch is constantly working round the clock to ensure proper prevention measures are taken. For any occurrence of landslides or mudflows, the Slope Engineering Branch will carry out detailed investigations to find out the cause of the failure. With the use of hazard maps, the probabilities of the occurrence of a landslide and the magnitude of the possible landslide can be calculated. Landslides may affect the quality of lives of everyday people and may claim the lives of people dear to you. A well-informed public would help the Slope Engineering Branch to take the necessary steps to avoid possible catastrophes. An early warning system would provide an indication toward the occurrence of failures. In doing so, preventive measures can be taken to minimize the severity of an unwanted impact. Access and knowledge to slope information will result in better risk management, land use planning, and emergency coordination among other government agencies, local councils, developers, and the general public. Malaysia is facing increased hillside development as a result of diminishing availability of lowland areas in major cities. These standards and guidelines allow safety and preventive measures to be applied. With landslide disasters such as the Highland Towers incident and many more that claimed scores of lives and wrought economic losses, we can only imagine the grief and loss experienced by families and loved ones of those victims and the continual impact on lives today. Even though measures are in place to prevent occurrences from happening, this does not eliminate slope failures. However, by taking the right steps and following guidelines and practicing due diligence, we can have a safer environment. Learn how to detect and report signs of slope failure by going to http://slopes.jkr.gov.my or by calling the Slope Engineering Branch at 03-2696-7351. Because your life matters. Together, we can make a difference. Working together towards a safer environment.